Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. So today I'll be presenting about Gigi Coffee, one of Malaysia's fastest growing lifestyle cafe chains. We will explore how the brand has positioned itself in a competitive industry, its strengths, challenges, and what can be done to sustain its growth. Gigi Coffee was founded in 2014 and has quickly risen to become a key player in Malaysia's specialty coffee scene. With over 150 outlets nationwide, the brand emphasizes providing high-quality coffee that is both accessible and ethically sourced. All of Gigi's drinks are made with 100 Arabica beans, and their commitment to sustainable farming practice strengthens their brand integrity and customer loyalty. Gigi Coffee has built a strong following, particularly among young urban professionals and students who value convenience, creativity, and premium coffee experience. Their signature drinks, often with seasonal or unique twists, keep the menu exciting and position the brand as a trendsetter in Malaysian cafe culture. Store environments are designed to be friendly, vibrant, and community-focused, encouraging customers to socialize, relax, and stay longer. Gigi Coffee places a strong emphasis on inclusivity and quality assurance. The company is certified by ISO 22000 and HACCP for food safety, and it holds halal certification from Jakim. This ensures that its offering meet high safety standards and appeal to Malaysia's diverse multicultural population. To stay ahead in a competitive market, Gigi Coffee regularly updates its menu with new flavors and limited-time offerings to generate excitement and repeat visits. The brand also leverages social media and digital platforms to reach its audience, enhancing customer engagement beyond its physical stores. However, success also brings challenges. Gigi Coffee faces stiff competition from both local and international brands, especially from fast-expanding players like Zeus Coffee. With so many outlets, maintaining consistent service and product quality becomes difficult. Additionally, the brand must continuously innovate to remain relevant. To overcome these challenges, effective employee training is crucial. A structured training program will ensure that staff uphold the brand's quality, understand halal procedures, and stay aligned with customer expectations.
Next, I'll be focusing on the organizational analysis for Gigi Coffee, a rapidly growing player in the Malaysian specialty coffee market. This analysis is a crucial first step in identifying where training efforts can best support their strategic goals. Gigi Coffee has ambitious strategic goals, significant market growth, continuous digital improvements, and strong sustainable efforts. Their core aims is to offer premium, comforting coffee that resonates with evolving customer preference and align with current industry trends. We are seeing a big shift in the coffee industry towards new technologies and green initiatives. And Gigi Coffee is actively embracing this by expanding into new areas and boosting operational efficiency through both environmentally friendly practices and technological advancement. Specifically, Gigi Coffee is heavily invested in expanding its market reach, establishing new outlets not only in Malaysia but also internationally. This growth is significantly supported by their investment in technology, such as mobile ordering and contactless payment methods, which streamline operations for both the company and its customers. This digital transformation also provide valuable data for marketing and inventory management, helping them adapt to change in demand. Furthermore, Gigi Coffee is committed to sustainability, focusing on ethically sourced beans and reducing waste, which is increasingly important to today's environmentally conscious customers. However, despite these clear strategic directions, Gigi Coffee is encountering notable non-performance gaps that hinder their progress. A significant issue is the inconsistent quality across their outlets. This directly impacts their brand reputation and customer trust. A primary cause is uneven training and varied experience among staff, especially given to their rapid expansion and high volume of new hires. We also observe a challenge with high new employee turnover, which strains existing teams and increase recruitment costs. Lastly, some employees are slow to adopt new technologies, preventing Gigi from fully leveraging its digital investments. This resistance might stem from unfamiliarity, a general dislike for change, or simply lack of proper training. From a resource perspective, Gigi Coffee wisely allocates a substantial portion of its budget to employee training and development, recognizing a skilled workforce as key to achieving its strategic goals. They offer training via online platform and dedicate centers with strong leaderships support from senior managers. Yet, a challenge remains in effectively training all employees, particularly part-timers or those in remote locations, which require additional resources and careful planning. The external environment also plays a role with intense market competition, rapidly shifting customer preference towards premium, healthy, and sustainable options, and strict food safety regulations. Gigi Coffee must navigate these pressures while continually refining its operations. Following our discussion on organizational analysis, let's now dive into task analysis. This crucial step in training needs assessment helps us understand the specific duties and skill required for key roles within Gigi Coffee, ensuring our training is precise and effective. At Gigi Coffee, the barista is the front line of customer satisfaction and brand promise. Their main duties are multifaceted. They are responsible for brewing drinks, and it is critical they adhere to standard coffee brewing methods for consistent quality. They also manage the sales system and must keep a close eye on stock level, alerting supervisors when the supplies are low. Beyond technical skills, barista also key to customer engagement. They need to have knowledgeable and engaging conversation with customers as this build loyalty and generate invaluable word of mouth referrals. And critically, they must maintain excellent hygiene and strictly follow all health and safety regulation at all times. So, it is not just about making coffee, it's about the entire customer experience and operational integrity. Moving on to the shift supervisors, their role is centered around team management and overall store operation. Supervisors are responsible for planning team schedules and expertly settling any disagreements that may arise among staff. They also produce essential reports on the outlet's sales performance. Effective leadership is paramount here. Supervisors must motivate their team, provide useful suggestions for improvement, and ensure all company's policies and regulations are followed. They also need a good grasp of financial literacy to analyze sales, track budgets, and identify areas for cost reduction. Maintaining strict compliance with food safety and worker regulations is also a key responsibility, preventing hazards and ensuring smooth operation. Importantly, shift supervisors are crucial in onboarding new employees, guiding them, and establishing the guidelines for their work and the workplace environment.
Next, we are diving into the person analysis aspect of our training development project for Gigi Coffee. This crucial step helps us understand the specific training needs and preference of their employees. Firstly, let's talk about skill gaps. We have identified a few key areas that need attention among Gigi Coffee staff. For instance, some baristas struggle with correct brewing techniques, which directly impact coffee taste and customer satisfaction. We also see common issues with the point of sale POS system, leading to a slower transactions and potential financial discrepancies. These problems are often compounded by insufficient training or practice time, especially for new or part-time staff. Beyond technical skills, soft skills are equally vital. Many employees face challenges with handling customer complaints or effectively upselling product. A lack of strong communication, problem solving, or sales skills can significantly decrease customer satisfaction and slow down revenue growth for the company. Next, understanding Gigi Coffee workers' learning preference is paramount. A significant portion of their workforce belongs to Generation Z, who typically thrive with micro-learning modules. These are short, digestible sections of information that align with their digital fluency and desire for flexible learning at any time. In contrast, more experienced staff members often prefer real-life, hands-on situations where they can apply skill immediately and receive direct feedback. By blending these approaches, offering both bit-sized digital content and practical real-world application, Gigi Coffee can create a more engaging and effective learning environment that caters to both their younger and more seasoned employees. This flexibility also supports those with varied work schedules and personal commitments, boosting training completion rates. Finally, we must address motivational barriers. Time constraints are a significant challenge, especially for part-time staff or those balancing personal responsibilities. The fast-paced nature of coffee shop work means training sessions need to be brief and flexible, often fitting into spare moments or breaks. Other critical hurdle is the perceived lack of clear career path within the company. When employees are uncertain about opportunities for advancement, their motivation to develop new skills can wane, potentially leading to early turnover. To overcome this, Gigi Coffee should focus on providing accessible knowledge, clearly showcasing career advancement examples, and actively recognizing employee achievements.
Good day, Doctor. I'm Darshini Shankar, metric card number 299355. Today, I'm going to explain about Gigi Coffee's method of training need analysis. To effectively identify the training gap among employees at Gigi Coffee, two primary methods of training need analysis were employed, which is survey questionnaires and also observation. These methods were chosen for their ability to capture both subjective insight from employees and also objective assessment of actual work performance. The first is a survey questionnaire, which is baristas, shift managers, and also few other outlets employees from Gigi Coffee locations were given questionnaire. Both qualitative open-ended questions and also quantitative evaluation were included in the survey. This made it possible for staff to evaluate their own level of proficiency in important work-related duties like coffee making techniques, point of system operations, top management, and also customer service guidelines. Employee optimism in controlling day-to-day obstacles, verbal ability, and also customer complaint management were also examined in this survey. Additionally, it analyzed information on their preferred learning style, which is included e-learning modules, group workshops, practical experience, and also illustrations. Through direct employee self-reporting, Gigi Coffee was ready to comprehend about perception skills required and also inspirational variables that influence training participation. The second is observation. Direct observation was done by the committed training team and also outlet administration during both peak and off-peak hours. This method necessitates closely monitoring workers as they accomplish their responsibility on the floor. Attributes such as accuracy and caliber of the coffee prepared, adherence to safe operation and also hygienic standard, order processing speed, and also customer service quality were given special privilege. Using organized worksheet predicted and observed job evaluation tool, observers were able to accurately assess employee behavior and identify difference between effectiveness. Survey also may not have disclosed vulnerability because of biasness, fear of condemnation, or also lack of self-awareness, but observation did help expose them.
Manager disclosed, for example, that the customer issue were not instantly settled or that the presentation of drink did not adhere to quality norms. Moving on to the next, I'm going to explain about design of the program. First of all, program overview, which is tentative program. Gigi Coffee's outline training scheme needs have been acknowledged by the advancement of a systematic called Brewing Excellence Staff Training Program for Quality, Consistency, and also Service. The program's intention are to strengthen shift manager and barista's technical, procedural, and also leadership abilities in order to promote homogeneity, outstanding quality, and also service effectiveness throughout all locations. Following the 2 days of guidance, there will be a 2-week online micro-learning period. Both Gen Z workers who are used to brief digital products and also more highly experienced workers who value practical experience and feedback will find this holistic model to be beneficial. Modules on fundamental barista responsibility, including food and beverage preparation, good hygiene, client service, and also point of sale control system will be covered in the first attending course. The training will be include role playing, experiments, and also demonstration. The second day will be devoted to managers and also leadership roles and responsibility like revenue recognition, team effectiveness, technology trends, and also shift management. The layout of every module will consider the effect of Gigi's Coffee's business operating ambitions, which include exceptional service and also online efficiency and also consistency. The 2-week post-training phase consists of coaching and mentoring, perception publication, and also brief online learning videos. Because of this, workers are able to gain the skills they have acquired from official training. The evaluation technique will be used, which is participation, achievement on quizzes, and perception and supervisor response on actual on-the-job result.
Good day, Doctor. My name is Logamadi Murugan and my metric number is 302810. Presenting on behalf of Member 4, my part is focused on the detailed lesson plan for the Brewing Excellent Training Program. The training program spans 2 days. On day 1, staff are introduced to Gigi Coffee's values, customer service standards, and beverage preparations, which is divided into 3 modules. The first one, company values and SOPs. The second one, customer experience excellence. The third one is beverage preparation standards. On day 2, they explore digital tools, hygiene standards, and go through hands-on practical assessment, which is also divided into 3 modules, which is digital tools and POS systems. Module 5 is inventory and hygiene standards, and module 6 is practical assessments. After the main training, we continue with follow-up activities for 2 weeks. This includes short micro-learning videos such as short 5 to 10 minutes videos shared via WhatsApp or LMS platform, covers key SOPs, hygiene practices, and customer service reminders. And then weekly reflection logs, which is staff write and submit short reflection twice a week to share what they've learned, applied, and what challenges they faced. And lastly, a peer mentoring system to support real-world application and learning retentions, which is each training is paired with an experienced team member who supports and guides them during real work shift. The purpose of this method is to ensure skills are retained and applied consistently in real store operations. In summary, the lesson plan provides a complete structure for new staff from classroom learning to in-store practice. The 2-day training builds strong foundation skills in operation and customer service. Post-training activities help trainees continue learning through real-world application, and a mix of theory, hands-on practice, and mentoring creates confident, consistent team members who are aligned with Gigi Coffee standards. It ensures that trainees are confident, consistent, and ready to deliver the Gigi Coffee experience. Thank you.
I will continue the presentation on the program implementation that based on daily activities. So we will start the day at 8:30 to 9 a.m. The worker will do the pre-shift briefing and setup. This means they will kick off with a quick briefing where they set their brewing goals, conduct hygiene checks, and run test shots and POS orders. Then they will assign cleaning duties like at the espresso stations and grinder bean to ensure everything is ready for a clean and smooth start. Next, at 9 to 11:30 a.m., they will do morning operations and practical training. Baristas will prepare real customer drinks under trainers' supervision. During service, trainers will taste shot and offer extraction feedback. Supervisor will rotate between barista stations and the POS to reinforce both coffee making technique and order accuracy. So next, for 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., there is lunch simulation and role play. They will simulate a busy lunch rush on the POS and followed by a trainer. Then led to a role play focused on complaint regulation and upselling techniques because it is essential soft skills for real world service. Then next at 12:30 to 2 p.m., there are afternoon cupping and discussion session. This session focus on sensory skills. They will taste a selections of coffee together and discuss flavor profiles, aroma notes, and potential recipe adjustment. This is to reinforce the understanding of coffee quality. So then at 2 to 3 p.m., there will be a station efficiency and workflow review. Through station-based exercise, they will practice multitasking, speed handling, and efficient station flow. This hands-on drill will help everyone build smooth habits under time constraint. So next, at 3 to 3:30 p.m., there will be mini quiz and peer feedback. Barista will take a short quiz covering on Jakim Halal standards, equipment SOP, and cleanliness. Then they will share peer feedback on the roleplay and cupping sessions to reinforce learning through group reflections. Next, at 3:30 to 4 p.m., there will be closing shifts and reflections. Finally, teams will complete closing tasks like cleaning, inventory prep, and report submissions. Supervisor will review the day's progress, highlight the wins, and set goals for the next session. So for the constraints or challenges, the first one is the time pressure and high stress environment. In the cafe during peak hours, trainers must juggle with multiple demands such as coaching, drink quality check, maintaining service, and all while trying to teach. This high pressure environment makes learning much more harder, overwhelms trainees, and reduce retentations. The second one is physical demands and fatigue. Baristas often walk between stations, lift heavy bags, and stand for hours, sometimes bending or sweating to wash dishes or restock. Repetitive movement increase the risk of wrist, back, and leg strain. Fatigue from these physical demands clearly impacts on learning and performance. Third is equipment and resource constraints. Sometimes with 20 to 25 trainees sharing limited POS terminals and espresso machines, bottlenecks are inevitable. Malfunction or poorly maintained equipment can slow down service and damage cafe reputations. Moreover, with inconsistent access to tools also undermines SOP adherence. Fourth is cognitive overload and unclear expectations. On-the-job training in a chaotic cafe with no structured plan means new hires often feel overwhelmed and unsure. Trainers expect them to master complex drinks recipes in days without clear objective or guidance. This will lead to stress, confusion, low confidence, and weakened job satisfaction. So 5, there is high turnover and training inefficiencies. So training is expensive and time consuming, but many employees leave soon after completing it for better pay or situations. This constant turnover forces to restart the training cycle over and over again, draining resources and creating performance inconsistencies. 6. There is lack of skills training. Barista often faces heavily on technical drink making skills, but they often neglect essential interpersonal skills like upselling, complaint handling, and effective communications. Barista can make a perfect latte, but many still struggle with the real-world customer interaction, especially under stress. Next, for the recommendation, the first one is special training time. Scheduling training during slower hours like just before the lunch will create calm, focused learning environment. This dedicated time reduces pressure, minimize distraction, and allows trainers and trainees to concentrate fully skills without the interruption of the peak service. It supports better intention and increased confidence. The second one is dedicated tools and equipment. Assigning each trainee with their own temper, picture, and POS access prevents sharing delays and encourages stations ownership. Having individual tools enhance hygiene, support consistent SOP adherence, and fosters a sense of responsibility, boosting both efficiency and pride in one's station. Third, soft skills sessions. Introducing structured role plays covering on upselling, complaint handling, and also friendly services will build trainees' confidence interacting with customers. This practical session bridges the gap between the technical ability and also a real-world customer service, improving both interpersonal skills and sales effectiveness. Fourth, monthly refreshers. Refresher training like quizzes, safe shadowing, and cupping ensures knowledge is retained and updated. According to industry standards, ongoing refreshers help workers stay with current SOP and strengthen performance and also support workplace safety and satisfaction. 5 is peer coaching program. Implementing peer coaches lets experienced trainees mentor newcomers. Peer coaching accelerates learning, provides real-time feedback, and also foster empathy and increase accountability in a non-hierarchical way. These methods cost-effective and builds a supportive, collaborative team culture. So for the last one is clear, inclusive methods. So by providing a bilingual like English or Bahasa Melayu in visual guides, SOP posters, and cheat sheets enables different styles to thrive. These materials serve as quick references during service, reducing cognitive load and errors, and ensuring consistency across the team.
Assalamualaikum and very good day to Dr. Lukman. I'm Nur Asrawi binti Ayukan with metric number 300344. I will start my presentation with the 5.0 program evaluation. So the first one is the 5.1 outcome evaluation. So at level 1 reaction, level 1 focuses on measuring staff's immediate response after the training session. It looks at their satisfaction with the training content, the trainer's performance, the material used, and the overall training environment. To gather feedback, Gigi Coffee uses short surveys at the end of each session, informal checkings and observation by trainers or supervisors. During the training, key behaviors such as participation, attentiveness, and enthusiasm are closely observed. This level evaluation is important because its positive reaction often lead to better learning resilience. When staff valued and motivated, they are more likely to apply the new skill knowledge in their daily work. Next, proceeding to the level 2, which is the learning. This level checks how well baristas have learned the skills, knowledge, and attitudes from the training. Technical skills include milk steaming, espresso making, using the POS system, and the cleaning. Soft skills include communication and handling conflicts as well. Baristas will show what they have learned through practical tasks while trainers observe their performance. So mini quizzes will also test their knowledge of halal rules and also SOPs. Role plays and cupping session will help assess their sensory and people skills as well. This will help trainers see how has met the learning goals and who needs more help. So at level 3 behavior, it checks if the baristas are applying what they learned during training in their daily work. It focuses on changes in behavior such as how they handle multitasking, deal with customers, and manage service problems. Supervisors will observe their performance using checklists and peer coaching. Reviews will be used as well. A real life practice with constant feedback helps to reinforce good habits. So, extra steps like surprise audits, spot checks, and weekly evaluations will make sure new behaviors last. Success is seen when service becomes more consistent, mistakes decrease, and baristas show more confidence and efficiencies over time. Next is the level 4, which is the business impact. The barista training program at Gigi Coffee lead to measurable improvements in customer satisfaction, service speed, and beverage consistency as well. Trained staff made fewer mistakes, reduced ingredient waste, and improved POS efficiency, resulting in cost savings and better operations as well. It also boosted customer retention, online ratings, and employee stability, providing its positive impact on business performance. And the last stage, which is the level 5, return on investment ROI. The ROI analysis showed that the financial benefits of training, such as increased sales, cost savings, and reduced turnover, which exceeded the program's cost. This confirms that training not only improved performance, but also contributed to Gigi Coffee's profitability and long-term sustainability as well. Next, I will start to present about the 5.2 evaluation design. The first one is the post-test stage. To measure trainee reaction and satisfaction, which is at the level 1, Gigi Coffee will use a post-test method. Baristas will complete a structured feedback from right after each session. The form will ask about the training content, delivery quality, pace, and trainer engagement as well. It helps show if the training was seen as useful, interesting, and relevant to their job. The feedback will include Likert scale ratings and open-ended response. Through it doesn't measure learning directly, it gives insight into motivation and engagement. This information will help improve future session, materials, and schedules. The second stage is the post-test only with comparison group. To measure learning outcomes at level 2, Gigi Coffee will use a post-test only design with a comparison group. Trained baristas will be tested on technical and soft skills like making drinks, using the post, and handling customer service. Their results will be compared to group untrained baristas taking the same test. This allows the team to see if the improvements are due to the training. Skills will be assessed using observation, checklists, quizzes, and practical tasks. If the trained group performs better, it shows that the training was effective and well designed. And the third stage is the pre-test stage. To measure behavior change at level 3, a pre-test or a post-test model will be used. Before training, baristas will be observed on customer service, task efficiency, hygiene, and drink consistency. After training, the same behaviors will be assessed using checklists and supervisors' ratings. This comparison shows if baristas are applying their new skills in daily work. Behavior will also be observed during busy and quiet periods to see if changes hold under pressure. Supervisors, they can use this kind of data to give better feedback and coaching. Success is shown by better workflow, fewer order errors, and stronger customer interaction after the trading has been done. Fourth stage will be the post-test with comparison group. To measure business impact at level 4, a pre-test or post-test design with comparison group will be used. Organizational data like customer satisfaction, order time, errors, and waste will be tracked before and after training. This data will be collected from both trained and untrained outlets. Comparing both groups will show if the training leads to better service and cost savings. For example, fewer drink errors or more positive reviews in trained outlets would prove the training's business impact. This method helps ensure that any improvements are due to the training, not other outside factors. And the fifth stage is the time series. Level 5 uses a time series approach to assess the long-term ROI of the training by tracking tracking key financial and performance metrics such as revenue growth, cost savings, and staff productivity before, during, and after the training. Sustained improvements indicate lasting financial value, while early signs of decline allow for timely interventions. This provides a very clear data-driven view of how the training supports on both short-term gains and long-term business sustainability. And the final stage is the Solomon 4 group design. For more accurate evaluation, Gigi Coffee, they can use the Solomon 4 group design in future pilot or advanced training programs. This method uses 4 groups, some with pre-test, some without, and some trained and others not. All groups take a post-test to compare the results. This helps show if the improvements are truly from the training, not just from taking a pre-test or expecting to learn. Though it needs more time and resources, it gives the most reliable results. It's especially useful when testing new or updated training modules. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, Gigi Coffee has established itself as one of Malaysia's top coffee chains through a strong brand, innovative products, and inclusive values. But to stay competitive and consistent, the company must invest in its people. With the right training and development, Gigi Coffee can continue to grow while maintaining its high standards, ensuring every cup reflects its brand promise of quality, creativity, and community. That's all from us. Thank you.